Hi, Sandy here. I'm just gluing some stuff onto some pages in my glue book, so I thought I'd just turn the camera on and do a craft with me. So I'm working on my Victorian book, and we'll do a little flip through, a very brief flip through when I'm when I'm done. I already glued this piece on right here. Then I've got this. This is out of an old calendar. So I'm going to glue that on. I've already pre-selected the things I'm going to glue on for the next 4 pages, just so we can do some gluing on in this video and not have me out of camera digging through my stuff and making choices. Okay. So I've got this. Isn't this pretty? I printed that off of Pinterest. They've got such pretty things. I need to buy some more ink now. It's still printing okay, but the colors are kind of off. But it's still pretty. I'm not going to waste it. I would just love to print out a lot of things on full page, 8.5 by 11 pages, and cut them out. But man, the ink is so expensive. But I do like to go on Pinterest and pick out a lot of nice things. Okay, now this is not glued on yet. I want this to fit right under here like this. And I also want this to go, I think I need to trim the top off of this a little bit. Too much sky showing. I don't know how straight this is. Using my paper trimmer. Oh, my dog is whining. She does that. She's kind of a beagle mix there. They're known for their crying. Okay, I can just finish getting the edges down. And this is an old house, Victorian house with not much gingerbread on it. I just love to add old houses, and it fills in the space. This is cut out of a magazine. You know, so you don't have to completely cover your pages with your nice stuff. You can fill it in with other stuff and not use up your best stuff, if that makes any sense. Oh. Rosie, what's wrong? I don't know. Okay, now I'm going to glue this on. I love to make these borders. I have hundreds of them pre-made, and I make them for my scrapbook pages, even though I love doing Victorian stuff, but I don't make Victorian scrapbook pages unless I get back into my genealogy and come up with some more good photos. And I wish I had this stuff already made when I did my genealogy years ago. I didn't have this nice stuff to decorate my pages, and I glued these little half pearls on, and they're kind of thick. I don't really like this thick stuff on my glue book pages, because for my scrapbook pages everything is in a page protector, and that's fine. But for my glue book pages, they're not protected. But you got to do what you got to do. So I'll get that glued down. And I put these in binders so that I can flip through and find pretty things, and then when I peel just a speck of glue and glue them on, but then I get paper stuck to the back. But that's okay. Okay. I've been going through a lot of glue sticks. I've used all of these glue sticks in this book. And that's okay too. I'll just order more. I buy them in bulk. Oh, Rosie. She's sure crying. Okay. This is so pretty. I love the window and the cat. Okay, now I've got this vintage, well, it's a reproduction postcard. Oh, listen to her. Alright, I want this lined up with the edge of that, so it's going to overlap the top picture a little bit. Then I've got this flower, and it's out of a magazine, and I've glued it onto a piece of cardstock. Unfortunately, the cardstock doesn't go into these folds very well because they kind of curl. So I'm curling this a little bit so it won't be as likely to peel up. Okay. So that's going to go here. That dog, listen to her. Then I got this bird that I cut out of a magazine. It says a mourning dove, as in grieving, mourning, M-O-U-R-N-I-G. Oh, this is just... I need more glue. It's hard. It's kind of hard getting these to stick around this curve, and my curl has disappeared. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing my best. I hope this is better now. More glue. Okay, now I'm going to glue up my little dove. This is out of Birds and Blooms magazine, probably. I like to cut out a lot of flowers and birds and landscaping and lots of nice things to fill up my pages. Okay, and that's overlapping the postcard a little bit, but that's really not a problem. And this is coming up a little bit. Oh, these glue sticks. Okay. Hold on. Rosie, come here. Come here, what's the matter? Come on. What's the matter? Now she's in my room with me. Okay. Then I have a lot of these butterflies. I had 3 pieces of scrapbook paper, I think, with these butterflies, and I've cut them out. But I didn't go into detail around their little antenna. I saved that for when I actually use them because I don't want them getting torn up just waiting to be used. So I gotta cut out the antenna a little better. And I leave a lot of white around it. You can't cut out a little line perfectly. Okay. And oh yeah, I was going to put it down here on the music. Isn't that pretty? And now I like to add some details. Oh, butterflies. These were printed on a page, and I cut them out with some fancy scissors to make them look like stamps. I'm going to put that right there, just for no reason. I just like to use up my stuff, and because that's what it's for. I've been looking for a place to put these flowers. That looks nice right there. Looking through my stuff. Got some typewriters, but I think, oh, I have got a typewriter right there. No, can't add another typewriter. I'm just looking through my stuff. Here's a receipt kind of thing. Got to get that ephemera on there. And this says 45 cents. I need to trim it down slightly better. And I got a bunch of circles here. I'm just going to grab this one. I've had this one a while and I want to get rid of it. I'll put that there and this here. And I think that's enough for this page. Okay. Well, now my dog has left the room. I like to keep the door shut when I'm in here videotaping because then it's a little bit quieter. I just realized I got flowers there and flowers here. Can you have too many flowers? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I hope that dog don't start crying again. So I'm going to glue this down. In a few days I'll probably be making another haul video. I ordered some more stuff from Scrapbooking for Less. They had some new nice things, and I had about $10 in my shopping cart, and then I thought, well, it's $6.95 shipping and handling, which is not bad. It's 2-day shipping, but it never seems to get here that fast. And I always seem to order it before the weekend because she won't get it back on Friday, but or Saturday or Sunday, and so it probably won't go out till Monday, and then I won't get it till maybe Wednesday. But it's been taking longer lately. But anyway, so I bought some more stuff just to make it up to $30 to make it worth my while to pay $6.95 shipping and handling. Okay, that page is done. Now I'm going to shift my book over so it's underneath the camera. And I've got this stuff collected to go on this page. Don't remember the exact order. This must have been in the fold of a magazine. Anyway, so I'm still working on this, and I'm just over halfway through filling it up. I counted 29 pages. You'd think there would be 25 or 30, but maybe somebody tore one out in the past because I bought it used, of course. I really love doing these books. They're a bit of a challenge because they're so big. It takes a lot to fill up the page, which is why I try to put something large on each page. Not every time, most of the time. Just to fill up some space, you know. Okay. Now, gotta get this lined up reasonably straight. Butterflies, birds, some landscaping, with like benches and bird baths and things like that is timeless, and you can add them to your Victorian pages. Okay, I've got this. This is like peasants thrashing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. But it's some little people on there. And just going to use it up. And to fill up this space right here, and I hope that sticks good around the curve. Good enough. And now I've got this Victorian house. I printed that off Pinterest today. I printed 10 items off the page, 10 things today, and I printed them. These are 4x6 size, and like I said, I wish I could have printed larger, 5x7 or 8.5x11, but that's just too much ink. It gets expensive. Okay, I've got this to go here. When I had it laid out earlier, it didn't quite fill in, and I thought I would need to add some smaller things. But it seems to be filling in pretty good now. Although it might be sideways, but that's alright. I picked it to go with the yellow flower here. That's more of a daisy, I think, where this is a sunflower. But that doesn't matter, does it? Alright. I can see by this leaf that this would be the top. Okay, and then I've got some other things, and I need to glue this. Oh no, well, that's alright. I would like to have had it go underneath this thing. I think I'll trim it down a little bit. Give me my pen so that it actually fits on the spot. Okay. This is just a piece of scrapbook paper to fill in some space behind some things I'm going to glue down. So I got this dog. That's not Victorian, but it's timeless. It's just fine. Okay, and I wanted this to go here. So I need this, I can't have it hanging off the page. Oh, that's crooked. Straighten up, dog. Okay, there. Then I've got this lady in an apron. Obviously, it's a perfectly modern picture, but with the watering can and her apron, little picket fence, it looks, and her shoes even. It looks kind of Victorian. Okay, now I need to fill in. I'm just going to grab the first butterfly I see. I'm going to take this one right here. I try not to think a lot about what goes on my pages. I like them to look good, but I also like to make progress and get things done. I'm kind of impatient like that. Yet I'll spend hours and hours making tags and borders and stuff, but I don't know, I just like to see some progress made. And speaking of progress, I've done a video before of my book collection. I read Stephen King and Agatha Christie and James Patterson and Dean Koontz. I have several favorite authors, and I like to read everything they cover. So I read a lot. I read at least a book and a half a week, and I've got this Little Women, very popular book. I don't know when it was written, maybe nearly 100 years ago, and I have tried to read it, and the print on there is so tiny. It takes me at least 5 minutes to get through 2 pages like this. And there's 450 pages. And I tried to start reading it, and I was making no progress. It was really frustrating. So then I happened to find on YouTube, did you know they have audio books on there? I don't know what selection is. I found Anne of Green Gables, which I didn't do because I've already read all those books. But I thought, well, I'm going to look up Little Women. They had it. It's 12 hours long. So I started out following along with the words, and this is how far I got. And then yesterday I thought, I'm going to just listen to it while I'm scrapping. And I was gathering up some things for a page, and I'm like, so I'm focused on that, and then I'm like, I don't have any idea what they just read. I don't have a clue. That's not going to work. I can't just listen to that audiobook. I need to follow along and see the words. That's just how I am, I guess. So I learned something about myself. You know what? I have this word love, and I'm just going to stick it on there. And I love using my little quarter rounder, so excuse the noise. I think it's getting dull. I've heard if you run them through cut some aluminum foil, that'll sharpen them. So I'm going to have to try that, because I don't use my punches much. I don't have a lot of punches. But I really like this one. And it's not getting it very straight. Well, that's going to have to do. Okay. Okay, I'm done making that noise. So I'll get some glue on here. And I like to have things overlap. I don't know. And I like to place them at an angle most of the time. But I think that looks better pretty straight. What else can I add on here? I like to get this stuff used up. I really do. I have a lot of these that I've had these for years and years, and I just never found an opportunity to use them, so I'm getting them used up for, I think they came in a magazine or something. I'm thinking Ladies Home Journal. Where can I put this? Where? It's up there. Right there. Just, I started out making glue books so that I can use things up, and that works. But then I buy more stuff. Is that how it's supposed to work? A lot of the stuff that I bought from my on my Scrapbooking for Less order is for my glue pages. So, but what they get used, so that's fine. Oh, this is not sticking very well. So I'm going to get this liquid glue. Get it up under there. Oh, you know what? I think I did. I think I lined this up. Maybe I didn't. I think I lined it up so that I could get the dog where I wanted it and make sure this is where I wanted it to be. And then I just glued around, and I forgot to even put any glue on this one. So I can live with that. Okay, the 2 pages done. Excuse my arm, I'm putting it back. Across the back of my desk I have this, I think it's about 4 foot long wooden holder that I built. It's 2 boards spaced about this far apart with a bottom built into it. It's like a long rectangular box, and I've got little dividers in it, and I've got my pens, pencils, markers, glue sticks, my pliers and punch and things like that, and they're nice and handy. I got a lot of things in there, and it's out of the way. I just have to reach across the table, but that's okay. Alrighty, now moving on to the next page. I've got some stuff laid out here, and they're all upside down, so you don't get to see them yet. Okay, so that's what's going to go on that page. If I can remember the order that I laid it out in. I think I can. So I got to move my book over here. Put my gluing pad there. So this is out of I think it's out of Victorian magazine, maybe. It's vintage prints and pillows and just very old-fashioned looking. And so these big pages, I think they're 11 by 15. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But they're big. They're bigger than 8.5 by 11. So it takes a lot to cover a page. So I like to start with something large to fill up some space, and then I work with what little space is left. And I go through a lot of glue sticks covering these large items, because that's a lot of space to cover right there. Okay, got it all glued up. And then getting it on straight is another thing to worry about. Okay. Then I've got this. This is a room I think is probably from an antique mall or little Victorian boutique, and it's all full of pretty things. So if I want to read Anne of Green Gables, I'm going to have to take the time to follow along with that. It does seem to go a little bit faster. Well, maybe not. I think I can read faster than they're reading on there, but I don't know. We'll figure something out. Okay, I've got this bird cage. This was I had a piece of scrapbook paper, a couple of pieces, and these cages were all over it, and I cut it out. That's what I bought the paper for. It's like a huge page of stickers without the adhesive that you cut out, and I think the paper was only 65 cents a sheet. So that's a good buy. And I planned on putting this right here to doctor up the page a little bit. Okay, and then I've got this piece of scrapbook paper. It's so pretty. I'm going to overlap it with some stuff, but I want to fill in some area that's not going to get covered by my other things. So that goes up here in the corner. Oh, is that over far enough? There. Then I've got this. I printed that out of I'm wondering if I should cut this off. No, I don't think I will. A lot of empty space right there. But that's the way it was on Pinterest. This is from Pinterest. So here's these two pretty girls. So I'm going to glue those on. Glue that on. Glue those girls on, you know. I like doing my books in a lot of different subjects, but Victorian is absolutely my favorite. And that includes my Holly Hobby stuff. Okay, then I've got this. This is from Scrapbooking for Less on a 12 by 12 page with a lot of different things that I cut out. So I'm going to glue that on. And that goes here. And I'm purposely overlapping this because if you just have a straight line over here, that's kind of boring. And then this I cut out of a Holly Hobby calendar that I've had for over 35 years. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm really glad to be using up my Holly Hobby images, but when they're all gone, I still have them on my pages, but I won't be able to work with them anymore, and I'm going to miss it, you know. But I still have them; they're in my pages. I can enjoy them more than when they were in the calendar. Now, from here, I have no plan. I need to choose some things to decorate my page. And I'm just going to pull this off right now. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to put that on here someplace. I think right there. That'll work. And I just dropped it on the floor. Okay. I got it, and I'm going to glue it. And I cut this out of a Victorian calendar. Okay, that's nice. Now, you probably want to see what I'm looking at, but I think I'll use this bow over there. And back to my alarm. I'm doing laundry. Sunday is my laundry day, And I do this all the time. I set my timer and I scrapbook and... Okay, I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to finish this page before I go downstairs. And I've got this. I'm going to put that... Well, I'll put that right there. I have a small stopwatch, or not a pocket watch. I'll put that right there. And add a little ephemera here, because what else am I going to do with it? I'm peeling something off my page. See, I got it glued on here. Sometimes it doesn't come off real easy, but I'm going to put that there, and I'm just going to take a leap of faith and say that's enough for this page. I have no plan, just playing. Okay, so I got 5 more things to glue on here. Then I'm going to pause and go get my next load of laundry in. And I got to fold some laundry. But you won't even miss me because I'll be back so fast. Okay. I just like to add a lot of stuff because that's my point, is to use things up. And then I buy more stuff. Then I got to use it up. But that's okay. I'm going to just put that right there. Put that there. And I'm going to get a small flower and put it right there. What color flower should I get? Pink, whatever. I know I have a lot of pink flowers, so I'm going to grab my pink. Here's my pink bag. And I just need to find a pink flower to fit on there. They're all a little bit big. Alright, I'm just going to... Oh. Here's a pretty little rose, if I can get it off of there. There. That's it. This page is done. This is how I organize my stuff. I take everything off of the stickers from the store, pages from the store, and I sort them by color. I got my vintage stuff there that's not sorted by color. And that's how I roll. Okay, I will be back. I gotta get a load of laundry folded. Okay, I'm back. So I have this calendar page. This is one of those Victorian calendars that I'm always talking about. Isn't this pretty? And this is the side that I'm going to use. Sometimes I feel like I'm cheating when I cover up a whole page with something. Not quite a whole page, but you know. But it's the point of my book is to look through it and enjoy what I see and to use up stuff, and that fits all of my criteria. So I'm ready to glue this on my page. Take a lot of glue. a lot of area to cover, so be patient with me. This page was slightly taller than my page. This page. My calendar page was slightly longer than this page, so I had to trim it down a little bit to fit, but I didn't lose anything. I didn't have to trim very much off. Okay. Now we get it lined up nicely. Okay, that looks good. All smoothed out. Now I've got these flowers that I cut out of a magazine, and I'm just going to glue them on the edge. And I've got this. I printed that from Pinterest. So I'm going to glue these on the edge here. This is kind of an Easter page. There's a bunny with some eggs. And that's her Easter bonnet. Obviously. This is kind of crooked, so I got to attempt to cut it a little bit straighter. I'm just going to eye it. Okay. Kind of hard to see the edge of this page up against the other black pages, so sometimes I gotta lift it up. So this is my second book of these scrapbook with these black pages that I found at the thrift shop that I'm filling up with collage. And then they're getting kind of hard to find. I don't think they make them anymore. And then I was lucky enough to find two more just a few days ago. I don't remember what day it was. It was within the last week. I found two more at the same thrift shop. They were $3 a piece. Now this one I showed you has this beautiful cover. The other two are red, and they've got a kind of a geometric design on them. They're vintage looking, and they're not horrible, but they're not pretty like this one. Okay. Now, let's see if I can find anything to add to this. I think I should add a butterfly. Just gotta use things up, you know. So here's a butterfly. It's yellow. And there's another dead glue stick. Quite a lot in there. All from this book. Uh-oh. I forgot I have to cut off some of this from the butterfly. It's okay. I saved the antenna for the last minute because I don't want them getting torn off while I got them where I can choose, make my choices. That color looks good. That color blends well. Okay. You know what? I wonder if I've got anything in my Easter section that'll look good on this page. This is my book of New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Pat's, Easter, Spring, July. So, let's see. Oh, I don't know. I got this. This is off of one of my Victorian pages. Looks odd, actually. Don't want to cover up my bunny. I think I'll put it up here. I know. I'll put it right there. Does it look odd? Maybe. But who's reaching down from up there giving her egg? Let's see. got all this stuff. Okay, I've got a little Easter egg with flowers and a chick. I'm going to put that right there. I think we'll call it good. I don't want to cover up this picture too much. This page was pretty easy. Pretty easy. Okay. So I just counted these pages. I have these 16 pages covered on both sides. This page is covered on one side. And then I have 12 and a half pages left to cover. So I'm over half done. And I'm going to turn off the camera now, and that doesn't mean I'm going to quit working on my book. I'm going to try to work on it some more today. And of course when it's done, I'll do a flip through. Here's a brief flip through. Those are the pages we just made. Here's a Victorian house. I have a calendar of these, and I love these. And I had, up until recently, I had only been doing 8.5 by 11 pages, and I couldn't bring myself to cut this down. So I'm glad I'm doing these bigger books. And then I got Holly Hobby. I love Holly Hobby. And I made a snow page. I got a Victorian house with some snow on. I've been waiting for just the right use for this one. Nothing else seemed to fit. I'd have, you know, ladies dressed in pretty clothes, and then a house covered with snow. No, that doesn't work. Okay, and then I've got this. This is another full page out of a magazine. And I've got this art that I cut out of a magazine. And I just added some things. And then, now this is not a Victorian house, but it's got a lot of style. I could imagine it would have been around. It could be an old house. It looks new to me though, but it's got a lot of character. And a bird. Birds are timeless. I have several of these tags that I made in brown, and they're scraps from the calendar. It's not this one, but they're Victorian, and I gotta get them used up. Here's a magazine page, and just threw some stuff on there. Here's another one of those houses. And this is one of my borders that I like to make. This one was fun. I see a lot on my Facebook groups that I'm in. They add a lot of butterfly wings to people. And this is the first time I tried it. And it's not going to be my last, because that turned out pretty well. And it was really simple. This is a magazine page from, it's not old. It's just a chair and a field of flowers. And I put this little kid on there and added the wings. And I had a lot of these little circles. And I thought, use them up. So I just strewed some across here. It looks kind of nice. So I'm not going to show you my whole thing. When it's done, I'll do a flip through. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.